What would happen if I spent $100 on Fiverr to pump a meme coin? Well, let's find out. So this is one of the first meme coins launched on PumpFun. The first tradable coin was Z with hat, but this was a test token deployed. Now it's currently sitting at a super low market cap within the 60K range. So it meant that any marketing efforts would be amplified. If I used one of the other tokens, the market cap's too high and I don't think it would actually have a material difference. Now, the challenge was simple. Take this $100, scroll on Fiverr for meme coin promoters, and then tell them that I'm doing a CTO, give them the contract address, and then hopefully profit some money. So before I go scrolling on Fiverr and putting through some orders, I'm gonna have to put in an order so we know where we got in. So let's put in a 1 sol buy. And there we go, we can see the average price. Now this will give us a chance to look at what happens with the price impact after we actually kick off the marketing. So I'm gonna load up Fiverr and just have a scroll through. Now I've been scrolling for a little while now, doing some buying, and some people are getting back to me, some of them aren't. Now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get scammed on a lot of these, but right now I'm just doing it for the plot. Now, I will say that some of these people have just been very hard to work with because they keep asking for a Twitter account, for a Telegram account. They're trying to treat it like a big thing. And I think this is just a way for them to bot the Twitter accounts, bot the Telegram accounts to make it seem like they're actually doing a lot of marketing that won't actually have a material impact on the price floor. But that's just what I think. A lot of these guys, I just told them to just sort of like punch sand, suck eggs, whatever you want to call it, and just cancel the order. But they all want the money. And look, when I'm spending $8 on an order, I really don't care what they do as long as they kind of do something. So now that everything is rolling, let's come back and see what happens in a few days' time.
1 week later.
Actually, more like 6 days. So to get straight into it, here is what's happened with the price action. We put in the order here on this day at 66.8K. Now, the highest it ran up to, we can see here, it ran up around 13.5% to 76K. Now, we're going to dive in and have a look at some of the metrics here. We can see some run-ups at different points where people could have actually flowed the market with the marketing efforts that we did, but I'm not going to say it's 100% conclusive. But look, the fact is we've had some kind of movements. So overall, yeah, if we actually go in and have a look at some of the orders, what we can see here is what they actually delivered. Now, I use that term very loosely. This guy, thanks again for the order. Your delivery is enclosed. I can't read that too hard. Here is the proof that he submitted. Price action of up 6% in a 24-hour time period. So maybe he did do it. I don't know. We're just gonna have to take his word for it. And then next up, this guy looks like he posted the contract address into a group chat with 61 people, 3 online. I don't know how, it just looks like a shill chat. So that's what you get for around $8. This guy just says, orders complete, thanks for trusting him. No proof whatsoever, but that's what you get. This guy, he dropped some information, but these are 0-byte JPEGs. So it could be a scam of some sort. I don't want to trust it, but that guy spent a bit of money. Maybe he pumped the charts, not sure. And this guy, I'm not sure what this is, if this was an ad or a direct mail out or something, but he's kind of put some copy in with it, put the link in there. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of funny looking back at these, just seeing how terrible the marketing is on it, but saying that I didn't actually give them anything to work with in the first place. Now, there were some orders that were canceled and some that I actually canceled myself. So let's see how much I paid overall. So one of these we have to get rid of, but basically we've got... So adding up all these, it came to just over 100 Australian dollars, which is over 75 US dollars. Now, I think the next logical thing is, was this a profitable endeavor? Well, for the fact is I'm actually still holding the coin at the moment, so no. But how much would I have had to invest to actually make that $75 back? Well, and basically with some rudimentary maths, I would have needed to put in $500 to get the $75 back, if we kind of take in around that 15% mark. So that means I would have had to put in just shy of 4 sol to capture this upside. That's if I did sell the top. Would I have actually done that? No. Do I think anyone should do that? Hell no, I don't think so. Now, do I think that any of these guys' marketing efforts worked? I do think so, because there has been a bit of action on the coin since I put in the advertisements there and did the marketing promotion. So yes, it looks like it did some work, but it looks like it just instantly retraces. The way it looks like, and this is me just sucking on that hopium, what it looks like is it looks like you've got people that see a marketing message in a Telegram, Discord, whatever it is, they buy in thinking it's going to run up, and then a little bit later they're like, oh, it's not actually having any momentum, pulls back. Hey, I think it's going to run up, not pull back. And I think it just comes back to the entry. Overall, we can see here, after sort of 7 days, it keeps going back to the same point. It doesn't kind of go up, doesn't go down. It looks like it's some sellers coming through. I think if I was to put more money behind these people, then they may actually do a very good marketing effort, because I was opting for the lowest of the low. A lot of them have an offer for $8, but then their real main offer is like $150 or $200. I was just opting for the lowest possible price just to get these things through, just to make a good video. So I don't think it's worth it if you're trying to pump a coin. I think there are better ways to pump a coin and actually do some marketing, but I do think they move the market a little bit. If this was a 5 or 10K market cap pooper, then I think it would have a lot more upside. But overall, when I look at this, I think it works, but I don't think it works to a point where it's actually EV positive if you actually were to engage with it. So yeah, that is a look at what happens if you spend $100 to hire people from Fiverr to promote a meme coin. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully it was somewhat insightful, and hopefully you got some value from it. If you did, go down there, drop some love. I'd very much appreciate it. I had a pleasure making this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.